Yo, what's up guys? It's Pygoz here, the Crypto Pie, and today we're going to be talking about Bitcoin because Bitcoin will indicate what the market is doing, guys. And I've just read through my Telegram and people are saying, are you still thinking 5.8? Well, here's the thing guys, right? I said it could fall there, right? Because nothing is certain in trading, okay? So you need to have your stops, you need to know your risk management. Some people use stops immediately, some people ladder in. It all depends on your trading plan, guys, right? I have two types of trades that I do, right? I'm going over them right now. So I either, let's say, hypothetically, okay? So we're just gonna pretend I'm trading here, okay? So we're just gonna pretend I'm trading here. So let me just pretend we're over here right now, and we're just going over this trade, okay? So hypothetically, I know that we're in a range here, so we're in a range market, not a trending market, okay? So what I personally would do is I'll go on a lower time frame, yes, like something like 15 minutes, and I put on my Bollinger Bands, okay? So, well, now it's very simple, right? Obviously, wait, we need to go back again because we're all the way. It doesn't do that when. Okay, so let's just say we're right around here because this is a good example. Okay, so I'll put on my Bollinger Bands and we're right around here. So, well, and my idea is to ladder in or guys, go immediately. Okay, so now let's just take a look. Okay, so I'm either going to short when we're at some top here, right, when it goes above the Bollinger Band, so it's a little bit extended. Then I'm going to try shorting it, or if we go down here, I'm going to try long it, because I know we are in a range, right? So let me just see how this works out, right? So we're getting close to the Bollinger Band here. So it's actually expanding a little bit. Okay, so it wasn't yet, right? Okay, so now we're above it, right? Way above it. This looks scary to a lot of you guys. However, if you just zoom out, well, this is going on, right? You have plenty of time. You zoom out and you see that, well, we've been here before, right? So there's definitely resistance here. And we're above the Bollinger Band. So I would simply start laddering in my short. I'm telling you guys, laddering in, because it could plop up and you don't want to get liquidated, right? So I'll start laddering my short. Laddering is like a small order, and then you build up if it goes higher. And if it goes lower, well, you know, if you're certain, well, you're never certain, but if you have a good feeling that you're going down again, based on your indicators, not just your feeling, obviously, right? Then you'll add to it, okay? So, here you go. So, okay, so it goes even higher, so you start adding in some more, right? Boom, okay? Now you got confirmation that you got two candles, you know, with the wicks just about equal, right? They're just about equal here. So you have an order in here and you have an order somewhere in here, right? So you get an average of about here or something, right? So you're looking pretty good here, right? Because you got these wicks. This is called a tweezer top, which is a bearish sign. When you have a tweezer bottom, it's a good sign. So yeah, you're staying in the short. You wait until it gets to the lower Bollinger Band, right? So you want to close it around 6,200 or so, right? Now, it doesn't need to be perfect. Obviously, you need to take your profit, but when you see it go in there, so obviously this needs to cross down. Now it goes up a little bit again. You know, that's fine, right? And it might take a while, okay? So, because I was in this trade personally, so I can, you know, tell you guys my feelings. The way I was looking at this, right, I was like, you know, my plan is to ladder in, so I simply ladder in, right? And that's what I did. I got a pretty big order here. It was, I think it was like 10x or 11x or something, right? So that's completely fine within my books. And then I'm just simply waiting for it to go down again, right? So it took a while, guys. It definitely took a while. But then, boom, right? I was already break even around here. So actually in some decently small profit, okay? And then it just kept falling, okay? So obviously it crossed there, so I was feeling pretty good about it. You know, when it crosses, guys, I'm feeling pretty good. And that's the MACD for you. And there it is, guys. Okay, so boom. Okay, so it hits the bottom of the Bollinger Band. You see in the start the Bollinger Band was all the way down here, but now it's down here. So I need to be happy around this level. Okay, even if it goes lower, I need to be happy. What you could do is you could go look at the 1 hour, see if that crosses badly as well, and then reconsider if you want to see if it goes even lower, which, you know, I did, and I saw that it could get down here, but, you know, just to be safe, I took my profit right at 6241, right? So your average is what was around 6290, and then you take it at like 6241, right? So you take 0.77%. Well, on a 10x, right, that's about 77. I mean, 77%, right? So that's pretty decent, guys, right? That's pretty decent, right? That's 7.7% up from your balance, from your actual balance. I mean, your ROE will tell you 77%, but it's about 7.7% up from your balance if you 10x your balance in, right? So and then, I mean, right, I thought like I was right, but then it kept dropping because the hourly also crossed. So I could have definitely had a better one, only tiny bit, right, 6220 or so, but yeah, it could have been better. Then I tried to look for another short, right, but obviously I went to sleep here, right? I mean, it's around 5 AM my time, so I was done with the trade. And that's the way I trade, guys, right? That's the way I ladder trade. Now, to go over an example that I didn't go in, okay, but just to throw an example in here. When I see a candle like this, and I'm here, right, and I see a closing like this, what I could do is I can go in a full position, so a 10 times my balance position, and simply putting the stop above the wick, because this is a pretty bad wick, right? Like a bearish one, right? So just put the stop above that, so you would have a stop of about 0.3 or so, and then just once again look for the lower end of the Bollinger Band. Okay, why I use the Bollinger Bands in this situation is because it's range trading. Okay, and Bollinger Bands, when they start squeezing very crazy like this, like if there's hardly any percent to be made, like you can see that, right? That's just a lot lower than this. This is like 0.8 still, this is only 0.5. Then I stop trading because I know a big move is about to come, right? That's a big squeeze. But here I would still be comfortable trading. When it gets as close to 0.5% range only, I'm not trading, okay? Because I know a big move's about to come, and that's on Bitcoin. You know, just out of experience. So here obviously you could wait, boom, okay? There's your profit. Once again, you got a wick like this, okay? So if you wanted to, you could go long here, right? Or you could start laddering again, right? It all depends, because sometimes you'll be wrong as well. With laddering, see, boom, you would get stopped out. With laddering, you get less stopped out, and you simply add to your position, but you're in smaller in the start. So sometimes you get a small trade, but sometimes you get a little bit bigger trade as well, and sometimes it all depends, right? You need to ladder, and it takes a lot more skill, even though some people might think not. But laddering, guys, it's a skillful game, all right? It's a skillful game, and you need to have some balls to do that. Look, boom. All right, so you would have definitely laddered in more here, okay? When you see it dropping down here, if you were laddering, you would have definitely laddered in more here, because you still see a bottom here. And you only take your loss if you actually see you're wrong, which you're not here yet, right? You're not wrong yet. The low is here. So that's it, right? So then obviously you went back up here. So yeah, that's kind of like the way I would play it. So to answer your question, do I still see us going to 5.8? Well, it's possible, guys, all right, but we're getting squeezing here, and it might as well pop up, all right? So that's why I always say could, right? That it's trading's all about a game of probabilities, and I just want you guys to understand that. But that's why I just went over the way I trade, all right? I got two types of trades, one with a direct stop and one that's laddering, right? So yeah, that's just the way I trade, guys. And if I trade bigger time frame, I almost always ladder, okay? So if I trade, for example, this 4 hour here, back up here, right? We didn't hit that 618 yet on my my 618, remember? Because I had the wrong swing high. I lathered in a little bit, right? I had a small position, and I would lather in more if we would get close to 618. So yeah, I always lather in, guys, on a bigger time frame, unless we are at a 618. When we're at the 618, I'm ready to go full, right? But when we're not there yet, and you know, you get small candles forming that tell you like it could fall, I definitely lather in, so I have a position, right? But lather that way that you know that you won't just get liquidated if there's a pump real quick, right? Okay, well, you never know, obviously, but you get my drift there. I mean, my ladder was, I mean, I would get liquidated at 7.7 or something when I started laddering in that short that I just showed you guys. So yeah, that's kind of like the way I do it, right? So now you know how I trade this, and you know, it's up to anyone's game, right? It can go down, it can go up here, honestly. We're squeezing, it's just in a range. But if you were to go with the trend, yes, we need to go down because the trend's down here, right? But I wouldn't just count on it pure solely based on that, alright? Because the 4 hour is telling you down, but the bigger time frames, the daily could very well cross upwards again. And so could the 12 hour here, okay? So keep that in mind and just play with what it will tell you when we get, you know, when it goes up or down, right? And that's what I'll leave you guys with, alright? So also, guys, if you're not in the Telegram yet, join up with the CryptoPygoz blog, where you can ask me any question, you can ask other people questions, and it's just a great chat box to be in, right? So join up with that, guys. Let's see what's going on here. With Eric posting some charts. Hopefully he can post links again. Should be 24 hours, right? So he's good. Let me take a look at Penman here. So we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We should get an ABC. Yeah, that's definitely possible. Odyssey Ethereum. It looks so similar to Bitcoin. Yeah, this is possible on Bitcoin as well, guys, that we get an ABC now. Because like I showed you yesterday, there is 5 waves in here. So we could definitely see that, right? Yeah, it's looking good here. Also, guys, join up with the CryptoPygoz feed, where I post all my videos, post about upcoming ICOs. When I find an ICO, I'll tell you guys about it, to whitelist for it, so you are ready for the sale. But at the moment, look out for ICOs, guys. Just watch out for it, because Ethereum and Neo price is so low, and that means it's very hard for you to make a profit. And most ICOs plop on an exchange that are already in a loss from the ICO price. So just keep that in mind, alright? Yeah. Also, guys, follow me on Twitter, which is twitter.com/Pygoz, and follow me on Twitch, which is twitch.tv/Pygoz. Both telegrams will be in the description below, and if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Hit that post notification button, and if you got any questions at all, leave a comment below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.